Alright, we're back. So, in the pentatonic cages, we have, say, the C cage here. Each string is going to have two notes, an inner note and an outer note. We're not going to have more than two notes on each string because on the guitar, with a finger-sized cage, and pianists like doing this too, we like to play within a little area. It's a little bigger with piano. It's more like 5 notes and 5 notes. And we can do these little inversions which give us the opportunity to make minimal changes to a chord to get to another chord, but it shares notes. So piano, it's easy to find chords that share notes. You go C to F. You can keep your finger on the C and just go from E to G, E and G to F and A. That's harder on guitar, I found. It can be done, but that's not what the subject here. The subject is each string has two notes, and if you put another note in there, it's going to be a half note. Okay, so there are half notes. So in the C cage, you got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 root, right? That's E, F, G, A, B, C, and the key is C. But that's going to be a half note here, so that's not a pentatonic scale. So a pentatonic scale is going to be either a minor third or a whole step. Here's a minor third, down here 2 minor thirds. Okay, now they're separated by a whole step, but when you go from one string to the other, you're going up a fourth. All right, then over here would be, it keeps moving over when I here we are, sorry about that. When we go over here, it's a major third. All right, so here's up a fourth, here's a major third, and here's a minor third in between. So between 3 and 5 here is a minor third. It's a whole step, but a minor third when you go up to that string. However, with each string, there's only 2 notes, an inner note and an outer note. Now this cage starts on the 3. The next cage starts on the C cage's outer note. So the A cage starts on the C cage's outer note, so it's 5, 6 starting on, and it's just going through. Now so it starts up here as the 5. So this is an inversion of the original okay, and then we go 2, 3, 5, 6 root. Now notice it, you can see my hands, they're like this. This is a strange shaped thing. We're not going, we're going, because we're doing an inversion of the Ionian pentatonic scale. So this is first inversion, just going to the 2. Now notice the 2 is the outer note of the root box, which is the E-shaped chord. This is the E-shaped chord. Here's your E. The root. Remember, E has 3 roots. The E chord has 3 roots. Did I get it? That's a good way to get the right finger. Just go right up next to the. So E chord has 3 roots there. So that's the E. The inner note's the root. The outer note's the 2, and the outer and in the next inversion of that root 2, 3, 4, 5, or root 2, 3, 5, 6 is 2, 3, 5, 6 root. Okay, so this inner and outer note stuff is important. When I first realized it, when we first realized things with guitar, it's like, oh my gosh, that's complicating things. But this is how these So this is how these things are actually intermixed. So if we look at this little box here, okay, you see this 3 and this 2 and all that stuff. That's actually right here. It's the same thing as that was there before, right? So we can, like, accordion that in there. I guess you have to do accordion with earphone view. It's just the same, but I had copied that. There it is, the same thing. 3 2 5 root 6 2, 3 2 5 root 6 2. I copied that from over here. Okay. So they're shared there, but guess what? We have another relationship between the cages. This is caged, and they're inversions of this original root 2 3 5 6. But what we have here is caged. Sorry about that. C A G, and then I take it over here for the E and the D. And the reason I did that was because I want to do full caged, full, that I'm trying to make a full shape, full cage shape. So starting on the C would be the third one. All right. The first one is the E shape. We could do the E shape of the F. Okay, so this would be root, calling F would be the root. But it would be more appropriate actually to do that F from the C box. So we started this one, and let's find our E-shaped F down here, starting on the 4th of C. Okay, that's our E-shaped F, 4/6 root. Root 4/6, first inversion right there. That'd be more appropriate, because then if we wanted to play the diatonic in the key, the original key where the C was, we could get that. I could do it without the capo better. And notice that wasn't an F Ionian, that was an F Lydian. That's why it sounded like this. As opposed to that would be in the key of F. I love that F to B flat thing. So, where are we? Alright. So what are we talking about here? So we've got these cage boxes. The difference between, and I'm going to show you on the next chart, because we want to get to today's chart. Ta-da! It's chart 108. 108 doesn't want to stay undocked. And that's the best way to play a major pentatonic over a minor chord or a minor arpeggio modally. Best way to play anything from a full 6-string standard cage shape. And then we have plus Kiner's corner over here, half diminished corner. Remember that newscaster from upstate New York, Kiner's corner, kind of like a little opinionated thing, because that's what it is. It's kind of opinionated, but we don't want to go there yet. I'm going to explain this chart. Now, it's very interesting. There's some interesting looking stuff here.